In 2018, the Dallas Mavs got a generational talent in Luka Doncic, who has since made 5 All-Star appearances, is a 5-time All-NBA first-team member, and has elevated his game in the playoffs like no other. However, despite making a conference finals appearance in 2022, the Mavs have yet to win a title in the Luka Doncic era, primarily due to the glaring holes in the team's frontcourts and lacking that elite co-star that can take ball handling responsibilities from Luka while even serving as the first option on any given night. Well, it appears that they have addressed those needs and more in 2024, and what has been the best team Luka has had in a Mavs uniform. A team that's helped Luka generate the most points per game in league history at over 57 points a game, and can help him win a title this season. In this video, we'll look into how the Mavs built the perfect team around Luka Doncic and how they're built to win a title. Before we begin, be sure to leave a like on the video, as each like makes a massive difference for the channel. Be sure to sub to the channel for more content like this. In terms of the Mavs' quest of winning a title in the past, I feel that their biggest flaw was their troubles in the front court. Ideally, you want wings who can be off-ball threats offensively as capable catch-and-shoot players to make teams pay on kick-out opportunities when teams try to swarm Luka or other ball handlers providing rim pressure. And you want movers off the ball to cut and capitalize on backdoor plays. Defensively, those same guys should be capable of hanging with the best perimeter threats of the opposing team. To the Mavs' credit, they've actually provided solid wing help over the years, with Maxi Kleber, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Josh Green all being key contributors to the team's 2022 conference finals run. Kleber and DFS were both undrafted players who grew into versatile defenders and floor spacers, shooting 44% and 43% from 3 respectively in the 2022 playoffs. And Josh Green has grown from a 23% three-point shooter in those playoffs to a 39% shooter over the last 2 regular seasons. Kleber and Green are obviously still both with the team. The Mavs really rebounded from the loss of DFS in the Kyrie Irving trade by signing Derrick Jones Jr. in the offseason and trading for PJ Washington at the trade deadline. Derrick Jones Jr. is incredible for the Mavs because he knows his role. Defensively, he's done a great job in this series, going stride for stride with Paul George on the perimeter and either forcing the ball out or forcing him into a very difficult shot. Through the first 5 games of the series, the Mavs have an insane defensive rating of 98.9 when Jones is on the floor, which, as a team, would be the best mark of any team in the regular season. Even offensively, Jones has been efficient with his ability to do damage off the ball, hitting 42% of his 3-point attempts and making quick work off the catch. On that note, Washington isn't particularly lighting it up from 3 if you just look at his percentage, but in games 2 and 6 of the series, he came up big by making 3 and 4 3-point makes respectively, not wavering from trying to punish defenses on kick-out opportunities. And he's made 56% of his 2-point attempts, has finished well at the rim, and has brought it defensively. As for the Mavs bigs, this is by far where the Mavs have seen the biggest improvement. While Gafford and Dereck Lively II aren't one-for-one better players than Kristaps Porzingis was for the Dallas Mavs, they fit the perfect mold of bigs you want next to Luka. Players who are great screen setters, rollers, finish well at the rim, and are rim protectors. There's no need to draw plays for these two, or need to figure out ways in which they can fit offensively with the Mavs. They're as plug and play as they come, and steps beyond what they had in Dwight Powell and Christian Wood just a year ago. Since being a Mav, Gafford has shot 78% from the field, made 33 consecutive field goal attempts towards the end of the season, which is the second longest streak in league history, averaged 2 blocks, and is in the 82nd percentile as a roll man. Dereck Lively II has been outstanding as a rookie and has shot 75% from the field in regular season, serves as a good rim roller as he finished in the 85th percentile as a rolled man, is a vertical floor spacer, and a rim protector. But before we continue, here's a brief word about our partner, Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is a premium wireless service that offers flexible plans for as low as $15 a month and offers you service on the nation's largest 5G network. You can choose a monthly mobile plan that's just right for you, and your unlocked phone and current phone number are welcome. Switching your plan just takes 15 minutes. If you want to save big on a wireless provider, use my link on the screen, which will also be in the description down below. Be sure to give Mint Mobile a try. So, we've covered frontcourt help the Mavs have gotten over the years, so what about the co-star? In actuality, the Mavs saw what they had in Luka Doncic in just his rookie season and immediately went to work when they traded for Kristaps Porzingis at the 2019 trade deadline. Porzingis projected to be a great pick-and-roll and pick-and-pop partner with Luka, while also serving as a rim protector that could take a ton of the offensive scoring burden off of him. However, injuries, the consequent lack of chemistry caused by KP's timeout, KP's usage by Carlisle changing, especially in the 2021 playoff series where he's essentially a role player, and a lack of maturity from both of the Mavs stars ultimately caused Porzingis to be dealt to the Wizards in 2022. Next, we have Jalen Brunson, a player drafted in the second round in the same draft class as Luka, who developed into a star in 2022. Just for the record, Jalen Brunson was nowhere near the All-NBA player he was in 2024 when he was teammates with Luka. But he proved to be a great secondary ball handler who could playmake, stretch the floor, play off the ball, and operate well with the ball in his hands as a pick-and-roll ball handler and isolation scorer. The thing is, despite Mark Cuban claiming that the Mavs could offer him more than any other team, Brunson claimed it to be crickets entering free agency before he would later sign with the New York Knicks. This would make the Mavs situation heading into 2023 far from ideal because Luka's second option heading into that season would be Christian Wood. But the Mavs traded for Luka's best partner in Kyrie Irving at the trade deadline. There were reservations about the fit of Kyrie and Luka, and the Mavs giving up depth in DFS and Dinwiddie for what could have been just a rental in Kyrie looked problematic. But with Kyrie proving to be a great off-ball threat in his career, the best ball handler we've ever seen, an underrated playmaker, and one of the greatest scorers we've seen at the guard position, Luka hit the ground running. Despite missing the playoffs due to the team's porous defense, the Mavs had the best offensive rating in the league when Luka and Kyrie shared the floor, were the best three-point shooting team, and hardly turned the ball over. Luka in himself is a handful to deal with, but when you pair him with the guy who's averaged 26 points, 5 assists and 5 rebounds on almost 50-40-90 over the last 4 seasons, has shot 42% on catch and shoot threes and 50% from mid-range this season, finishes well at the rim, and has proven himself in the playoffs, going 13-0 in clinching situations, you're bound to have a great offense. With the Mavs advancing to the West semis to take on the OKC Thunder, I'm completely confident in their chances to compete against OKC and against anyone they meet down the line. They have a great offense, they have a top 10 defense post the Gafford and Washington trades, and if Luka snaps out of the shooting funk that he's uncharacteristically been in the Clippers series, the Mavs will be the scariest they've ever been in the Luka Doncic era. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on Dallas Mavs and how they've built a contender around Luka Doncic. What's your favorite move that they've made over the years to get them to this point? And what do you feel has been the biggest upgrade in the roster over that span? Also, let me know how far you feel the Mavs will progress in the 2024 playoffs in the comment section down below. Thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to check out other great videos on the channel. Hope to see you all in the next one, and stay